Hey guys, welcome to Vet Stroller. I'm Nishan, and in today's video, I'll explain you in detail what all happens when you go for your Schengen Visa appointment in VFS Center. If you find the video useful, please remember to like and share the information with others, help others. And if you're new to our channel or if you're not yet subscribed, please remember to subscribe. So let's get started on today's video. So the first step is reaching the appointment center. So for me in Pune, VFS appointment center was in Fatima Nagar in a mall called Avenue Mall. And since it's a mall, there was ample of space for parking. So I went in my car with my family, we parked it and we went to the fourth floor. On fourth floor is the VFS center. Once you enter, there is a waiting area for people who have reached early. For me, since we arrived about 10-15 minutes before our scheduled appointment time, we directly joined the queue for people who were waiting to go inside. There was a person at the counter who was checking the visa appointment and the passport, and basis that he was letting the people go. So he verified it with his list and he verified our passport, and then he asked us to go in. So after we went inside, there was the basic screening of the person and the luggage, whatever you're carrying. You can carry your water bottles, you can carry some food items with you. You cannot carry any electronic devices like laptop or camera with you. Then once you clear the security screening, there are different areas for different type of countries which VFS handles for visa purpose. So there is separate area for UK visa, separate area for Australia visa. Similarly, there is separate area for Schengen visa also. So you go and tell them that I'm coming for Schengen visa and I'm going for France embassy. They will generate a print token and they will give you the token and they'll tell you that you have to go and sit in this particular area, and on the screen your token number will come and a counter will be assigned. So you go and sit in the waiting hall, and there are multiple counters which are there in that particular waiting hall, and I think they assign around 3 to 4 counters for every country. So you basically wait for your token number to be called upon, and once your number is called, you go to the counter. The person will first of all ask you to show the VFS appointment. He will verify that it's your appointment time and schedule. Then he will check your token number, and then he'll ask you to start submitting your documents. So you have to give the entire bunch to him. You have to give your passport and everything, and then he will start verifying and reviewing each document in detail. The entire process takes about 30 minutes for the verification and the review by the counter person. So what he does is, first of all, he checks the passport, the validity, the name and the passport number, whether it's matching with the VFS application and the France embassy application or not. Then he goes through your application in detail, whether you have made any mistakes or not. If you have made any mistake in that, he corrects it and he generates another printout of the application and he asks you to sign on that. Then he starts reviewing all the attachments which you have added with your application, and if there are any attachments which he feels are not necessary, he returns them back to you. Since we were in a group, he took 40 minutes on me, and then he asked me to sit down and the next member of my group to come and submit the documents. So since we were in a group, there were few common documents related to travel itinerary, accommodation. So he returned those for the members, saying that the first member or the sponsor of the trip has already submitted those documents. We do not need them again. But he kept the passport numbers and the other individual documents which were related to each of the person. So that ways all the members' applications were reviewed, and anything missing was asked to be rectified. It took about 30 to 40 minutes per person, and since we were 6 people, it took approximately 2.5 hours for us to just get the documents reviewed. Once the documents were reviewed, he asked us to make the payment, and the payment we could make through credit card on Indian currency. So he calculated everything in Indian currency and he told us that this is the amount which you have to pay. And how do you want to pay? Do you want to pay in cash or card? I said I'll pay in card, and I gave him the credit card. He made the payment. He gave me the receipt. Once the payment was done, he then started the further processing, wherein he asked us where should the passport be couriered to. I said that I'll collect the passport physically. I do not want it to be couriered because I do not want to pay any extra charges on that. And he replied saying that the passport courier is mandatory and complimentary, there are no extra charges. So he asked me to fill one form which mentioned the address on which all the passports of my group had to be sent. I filled that particular document and gave it to him. So he created a separate set of applications. He uh, pasted various stickers signifying the application number and the return address and other things. And then he asked us to proceed to the biometric counter. Inside biometric counter, first of all, they call the main sponsor of the trip. So I, being the main sponsor, I was called inside. They asked me to verify my date of birth, my name, my passport number if I remembered, and then the biometric was done. So they took my photograph, they took my finger scan. It took about 5 minutes for me, and similarly for other members of the group, it again took 5 to 10 minutes each. Uh, so that was the process. They gave us one receipt saying that this is the receipt number through which you can track your application. They said that the visa application will be sent and it will go to Bombay. From there it will go to Visa Consulate France in Mumbai, and then you will get the passport back within 15 days maximum, and then you will know whether your visa has been granted or not. They asked me to enroll for a few additional services, which I said no. And as of now, I'm enrolled only in the basic service where I get regular email and SMS reminders on the application status. So this is the entire happy flow. That's it. I hope you found the video useful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer. Please like and share with others, because if it is useful to you, it might be useful to someone else also. Until next time, this is Nishan signing off. Bye. Take care. Ta-da.